guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm on the south coast of New South Wales with my girlfriend Molly and her family. We've come down here for the Easter weekend. It's like a 4-day long weekend, and yeah, we're spending some time down here. It's a beautiful part of the world. It's like 3 hours south of Sydney. So we drove down on Thursday night. We've been staying here for a couple of days now. Where we're staying now is like a really beautiful part of the south coast. There's a point, there's basically beaches all the way around the point. So what we do when we're here, we basically just surf or just go for a swim, chill out in the sun. It's really lovely, super natural and beautiful. And yeah, so today we're actually walking just around the whole point. So me and Molly are just out early in the morning with the camera, just past morning golden hour, so it's a little bit glary now, but yeah, we're just going to walk around the point, check what the surf's like. We do a lot of surfing while we're here, so hopefully go for a little bit of a surf later and maybe get some footage of that too. So I know a lot of you gearheads may be wondering what camera gear I'm using for these new set of vlogs. I'm currently filming on the Sony A7iii with the 24-105 f4 lens. I used to film on my Sony A6500, which was fantastic. Obviously a crop sensor, so this was an upgrade. I bought this like a year and a half ago for my freelance videography and photography work. I love it, I use it for everything. Yeah, it's a fantastic camera. I would highly recommend. I obviously use a lot of other gear as well, but that's what my main filming rig is at the moment. So today we're also walking Woo around the point. This is Molly's family dog. It's called Woo, or maybe Rowdy as well. Rowdy's his actual name, but we all call him Woo. Yes, he's very chilled. So the part of the point that we're at now is like nicknamed Stingray Bay. Basically there's this little bay. I think all of the fishermen like chuck their bait out here because they often fish. And what it means is all the stingrays from around the area come into this particular bay, and there's massive ones. We've swam here before and seen like really big, like meter wide stingrays. They're crazy, they're huge. Molly's a bit scared of them because I think once she swam over the top of one and it scared the life out of her because she thought it was a rock. But yeah, it's amazing when you walk out and you see them all floating around. It's yeah, they're really cool creatures. So now we've actually done a little bit of a jump into the future. We're 4 days on from the last set of filming that I did. I actually made a bit of a mistake before. I usually shoot the majority of my footage in 100 frames a second. That means I can slow it down by 4 times. My style is typically like a lot of slow-mo. That's what I do, yeah. I actually accidentally shot all of that stuff in non-slow-mo in 25 frames a second. So I don't know why I switched it back to 25 frames a second. It must have, I think it was for like a conference I was filming the day before I went down to the south coast. But yes, so sorry if it looks a little bit different or not as good as usual. I'm gonna do the best. I haven't actually started editing it yet, so hopefully it looked good. So after the clips that you guys saw of us doing the walk and the ocean, basically as we walked up to the point, I saw the surf on the main beach. It was like really good. The winds were offshore. It was like 3 to 4 foot. It just looked amazing. And Molly laughed because I basically stopped vlogging and was like, right, I need to paddle out. I need to go. It just looks too good. So we walked back to the house. I quickly put on my wetsuit and went and surfed for 3-4 hours. Yeah, basically for the rest of the day, we surfed for 3 hours, then chilled out for a bit, and then went out for another hour and a half. It was just so good. Yeah, so that was really fun. And that was our last day on the south coast. So we were just trying to make the most of it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the clips from before. So we actually went out for sunset the day before. We went to a part of the area called Molly's Beach. It's not actually called Molly's Beach. I think Molly's family just call it that because the first time they went down, Molly found that beach. They decided to name it after her. So we went down there for sunset. It's really beautiful. It's like a little cove. We walked down there, I got some more footage. I also flew the drone on that evening. So I'm gonna share a couple of those clips with you in just a second. I've also been down to this area quite a few times because that's like a typical for Molly's family. I really like it down there. It's super relaxed. I basically just surf and chill, maybe do a tiny bit of work, but mostly relax. It's just a nice time to just be completely zenned out. There's nothing to take your attention. You're not thinking about too much. It's just really good downtime. So we've been down there quite a few times. I often film or take a few photos when I go. So I once went down before I was really into surfing. The first time I ever went down there actually, and got some footage. It was a big day, and I was learning to surf at that point, but I was just too scared to go out in that. And Molly's dad was like, yeah, maybe give it a miss, because I didn't really have any idea what I was doing at that point. So I actually went out with my tripod. I rented a 70-200 lens for the camera. That was back when I was using my Sony A7iii. So this massive lens, I had it on the tripod, and I was filming these guys. There were only like 10 guys out, because it was solid, it was heavy surf, and they were just surfing awesome. So I've got some really good clips of that, so I'm gonna just share a little bit of that in the mix after this, so definitely check that out if you're into your surfing. Even if you're not, it's pretty impressive. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of the video and the rest of the clips. Thank you very much for tuning in for this one. Thank you again for all of your comments on the last video. A few people stuck around. Obviously not vlogging for 2 years and then coming back has meant a few people have obviously lost the channel. But yeah, thank you for your continued support. Like, smack that subscribe button if you want to see more of these. I'm going to be releasing another one next Friday and hope to continue doing so. It's great fun for me. I hope you guys are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next video.